fashion rules that we just gotta stop living by. So we all know that we can wear white after Labor Day. Not a problem anymore. So most of these rules I'm basically taking from a lot of the comments that have been left on my channel, and there's these ideas that people still think they have to live by when they're getting dressed. So the last rule that we're gonna talk about breaking is a little bit controversial. I would love to know your opinion as per usual, and let's get started. One rule that I think most people kind of feel like they have to abide by one way or another is that everything needs to match in your outfit. Your greens need to match, or your blues, or you need to have a matching purse and shoes. If you have a blue necklace, then it needs to perfectly match your blue pants. Or if you have a red shirt, it needs to perfectly match your red earrings. But this is not the case. Unless you yourself just really feel like it has to match for your own enjoyment, you really don't need to do this. Have you ever seen the show Sex and the City? Of course you have. Have you seen the show Emily in Paris? It's on Netflix. Probably so. So the costume designer for those two shows is Patricia Field, and she is known for her amazing outfits. And if you really look at those outfits, you're probably like, wow, they're dressed so amazing and I love her look. And a lot of them you probably don't like, but a lot of them you do because they very much stand out and nothing matches. Very rarely does she put the two perfectly colored reds together. It's usually an outfit that goes together but doesn't necessarily match. I do feel like this is more of an intuitive thing to do, and this kind of look definitely takes practice. In order to do this, you would definitely need to play around in your closet a lot more than you probably are. Another comment I have seen on my channel is that people kind of have a problem with, or some people have a problem with wearing spring colors in the fall or wearing fall colors in the spring and summer. And the way that it's written seems like they think it's a rule, but that is just basically a personal preference. If you like to only wear olives and burgundies and browns in the fall and not pastels, then I mean, of course you can obviously do that, but if anyone wants to wear pastels in the fall or browns in the spring, there's no rule that says you can't, and it looks amazing. For me personally, as you probably know if you've watched my channel, I think it's actually a very refreshing look. Pastel sweaters, white coats, a pastel blue cardigan in the fall looks very fresh to me and something that you wouldn't really expect. This next one I've actually seen commented on other people's channels, and I didn't think anyone cared anymore, but apparently people do. You can wear black and brown together. You can also wear black and navy together. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful and classic. I do want to say that this might be some kind of French rule. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you're French or if you know about French culture. Perhaps they don't wear black and brown together. I'm not French. And if I went to Paris and I wanted to wear something black and brown together, I probably would. But that is an old rule. I think where this kind of went awry is when someone would wear a black belt and brown shoes, and then the rest of their outfit was kind of neutral. Then that, you know, if you're a man and you do that, maybe that's not what you're supposed to do in man culture. Again, I'm not a man. My husband's looking at me.
I'm a man.
Do you wear black and brown together?
Well, not anymore.
Well, there you have it. Changing lives one man at a time. If you're still cringing at wearing black and brown together, or black and navy, I dare you. Take a brown thing and a black thing out of your closet, put it on your person, and see how you feel. Walk outside, check your mail, see if it feels okay. You might enjoy it. It might feel like something that you need to make a part of your life. Sparkle during the day. This can also look really terrible and tacky and cheap. I will be honest. But you don't have to wear your sparkly things just at nighttime. There are definitely lots of ways that you can get that sequin jacket that you plan to only wear in New Year's, that one time of the year, and you can pair it with something during the day, like maybe tone it down with some jeans or tone it down with something a lot more casual to make it look very appropriate for a day outfit. Now, if you were just going to the grocery store, it might stand out a bit. You might get some looks, maybe you want that. But if you're going to go meet your friends for lunch or something like that, and you're wearing a sequin blazer and some jeans and some cute shoes, I think that would be a great outfit. You don't have to just save that for the nighttime or for New Year's or for some of, evening event. One caveat here, I've said in my other videos that if you're not careful in this department, if you're not careful with embellishments and, sequins and sparkly things, it can go on the tacky. It can look a little tacky sometimes. So you just want to make sure that whatever you've got is made well, maybe it's a little bit better quality. The sequins aren't like humongous so that that it looks okay. Don't hate me. This next one's gonna seem a little strange, especially coming from moi, who has done out of style videos. But as I say in my out of style videos, I'm just here sharing some information, making a conversation. You wear what you love, we're all good. Now, what I'm about to say is, one rule that you should get out of your head is that it is not okay to wear something that is out of style. Yes, I said it, you heard it here first. If something is out of style, it's okay to wear it if you love it and feel like the best version of yourself in that item.
Why you gotta make fun of my clothes?
Scared me. Are you out of style?
Why you gotta make fun of my clothes?
Why do you feel like I'm targeting you all of a sudden?
Well, my ears are perking because you're talking. All these things impact me right now.
So if you love this item and it's out of style and you pair it with other items that are not out of style, you're gonna look great because you feel great, you're gonna project that great energy, it's gonna be amazing. What I will say real quick, just to kind of clarify some things, is usually women, as we get into having kids or our careers or life, everything gets more complicated and we don't really spend a ton of time looking at fashion, as you probably have more important things going on in your life. But what ends up happening is we kind of get stuck in a style rut. So I'll use cold shoulder tops, for example, because I know that they're kind of out of style now. Again, if you love them, keep wearing them. But like a cold shoulder top, somebody is in love with this, they wear it, and then they kind of stop paying attention to fashion, and 10 years later, they're just wearing that cold shoulder top because they just haven't gone shopping. It's not because they're in love with that cold shoulder top, they're just wearing it because it's what they have and they threw it on and they're not even paying attention. So a lot of these videos I think are good for people like that. Just give me some information, tell me what I shouldn't be wearing so I can move on with my life. Okay, this one is the one that's a little controversial because I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't think you should adhere by the rule to dress your age. And I know that we all think that, but do we all do that? I will say that for me, I am a middle-aged woman. I am 40 with an... Are you laughing at me?
No.
It's not a joke. I'm 40 and I have an infant child. Just do that, you could... Yeah, I've always liked, in the past, I liked wearing fitted dresses and maybe some tight dresses and maybe some tight, short fitted dresses. I don't really feel comfortable wearing that now. I just feel like I look like I'm trying too hard. I just don't feel like it's just not gonna, I'm just not into that anymore, not for myself. I'm not necessarily not wearing it because of my age. It doesn't make me feel like the best version of myself. If I did, and I did want to, then probably would. And you should too. Have you ever seen women, more mature women, as some would say, and they just have this really great style about them. Like they just look amazing and they're owning who they are and they're owning their outfit, and they're not necessarily dressed like their age. They're dressed in a way that suits them. And so that's what I feel like we should all strive for. Not necessarily dressing because of the number of years we've been on this earth, but dressing in a way that flatters us and portrays our inner selves to the outside world. Now, I would love to know your opinion on this. How do you feel about dressing your age? I've often wondered too if the way that I feel about dressing kind of a little bit more conservative as I've gotten older has to do with just myself and the judgments of myself. I know we're getting a little deep here, so I don't know if it's that either. That's why I would love to know your opinion on this, and how do you feel about dressing your age or dressing age appropriate? Let me know in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, as you normally do. I love reading them, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and thumbs down if you did not. Consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you next time.